test. So if you want to take a selfie with some of the new headbands, some of the merch, we have the new shoulder plush. So feel free to help yourself if you want to. So if you guys want to, while you're waiting, if you want to pick some stuff up, feel free. This is for you to use. I would like it to be returned afterwards, please. Shopping, we have developed a lot of new products. What is very important to us is we have two key roles when we talk about merchandise. The first key role is about immersion. You come here and you take part into the story. So it's the Snowflower Festival, you want to be part of it. What do I wear? How do I fit in? What do I do with my hair? So we're going to have a whole new offering around this. So that's the first element. And the second element is we want to offer souvenir, because if you really think about it, the merchandise is the only bit of physical memory that you can take home. And then later on, you have it on your desk, you have it on your bedside table, and it reminds you of these amazing memories that you had when you were here. So a lot of new products, everything has been designed by a team in Paris. Okay, and you can look around. So I know it's not practical because there's a lot of us, but you can look at some of the merch. For example, what you see here is a lifestyle range. So it's sort of designed in Paris. So what if like a fashion designer had taken on Frozen? And the whole point of this is completely wearable in the park, but also outside. You don't details. Okay, there are small details everywhere that reminds you that it's a Disneyland Paris product, but otherwise also if nobody asks, maybe you can get away with not saying where it's coming from. And that's the whole point. It's very fashionable and trendy, and the team does a lot of work around this. We are very, very proud of something completely new for the first time ever in any Disney park. And this is Runa. Let me carry Runa, that one. Up. Okay. So I'm proud to present to you Runa. Runa is a troll, okay? So it's part of the Frozen story. And for the first time, we're gonna have an interactive merchandise item. What does that mean? So there is few functions about this stroll. First of all, the stroll will be sold in this location. So there are two merch locations into the land. That's one of them. We are in the Fjord Kiosk shop. And we're gonna make Runa part of the family. So there will be a ceremony where Runa becomes a part of the family. Runa does three main things.
Wow, I want one too.
He talks a lot. He can talk in English and in French. But the things that Runa does are the following things. First, Runa can talk to you if you're just on your own. If you strike Runa, you can put him to sleep. So a lot of different functions. The other thing that happens, and that's what just happened before, is Runa can recognize another Runa. And so when they come next to one another, you'll see in a minute, they synchronize. You're going to see that the charm is going to become green, and they talk to one another and they have a conversation. This works in a minute. Okay, we're going to let them decide if they want to connect. And then the last thing that is even more important for us is Runa, and there you go.
Hi friends, do you like the Snowflower Festival? I love it. I wish every day was today.
Okay, so they have conversation. And then the last part is Runa is going to have the same experience as you in the land. So as you go into the different parts of the land, Runa is going to share her emotions. So for example, when you walk into the ride, Runa is going to start to vibrate, say, "Oh, I'm so excited about the experience we're about to have together." And so in various points of the land, and I'm not going to tell you all about it, you'll have to come back and discover, but there is point of interaction and connection with the land, with the experience you're living. This is the first time ever this has been done. So that's for the merch part. I think I've covered everything. Do you have any questions? Actually, no, two more things. We will do for the first time also hair, as if you were in the Nordics, so we used to do makeup, but in this kiosk we will do also hair of the guest with the fashion style. You can see it here after. No, I cannot move it, it's going to be a disaster, so I'm not going to move it. Whoop. But you can look at the photo, it's an inspiration, so a lot of things that you can add into the, merci. You can see some of the elements. It's the first time we do this. And then the last thing is we will have a post box and postcards into the land, and you can share your memories and your experience of the land. You can post it in the land and it gets shipped to the world. So it's directly your emotions of being in a Snowflower Festival, you can share it with the world. Voila, I think I've covered everything. Do you have any questions? Not even one? Yes.
Do you have like a signature drink or something that, like butterbeer or the green milk or whatever that you're planning for this land?
So in terms of drinks, I don't think so in quick service restaurants. You will see later when you go to the restaurant called Regal View that they have developed a whole range of signature drinks over there. The restaurant that is around the lake. But for the quick service restaurant, no.
Gotcha.
So it's signature dessert and signature dish. Yeah.
Is there like a special opening collection?
Yes. So there will be a pre-opening, an opening day, and a collection. So we have products for all the different phases of the opening. So yes, and some of it will be very limited edition, obviously, for our biggest fans. Some of it will be more open to buy. So depending on the different phases, we will have some things to tease, some things to be on the day to celebrate the guests that will be there on the day, and then some ongoing products. It's over 150 products, new products, and they will be very exclusive to this land. So you'll only find them. The troll, for example, will only be here. And then you'll see when you walk out, the store, which is called Arendelle Boutique, will have the rest of the range.
Okay, thank you.
And one thing I didn't mention, you will notice that a lot of the products look like they've been crafted. It's almost like they've been handmade. Some of the jumpers, some of the, see these products, for example, it looks like it's been knitted by someone. And so that's the whole point, is we want to showcase if it was crafted into Arendelle by the artisans of Arendelle. Okay? Any other questions? No? Okay. What else can I tell you? So we have, let me see, for the we will have a lot of collectible products that some of them that you may be able to see at the back. So I'm going to move, but if you look around, we have a lot of pins, very limited edition products. So, and also the idea is for us to target all of the different age groups, origins, nationalities, so everyone can find something. For example, what I'm wearing today, it will be a product for our guests. And the idea is because in a lot of consumers' mind, Frozen is a girl's property. And so we've done a lot of work also to make sure that wherever you're from and whatever you like, you can find a product that suits you. So that's also very important for us for Frozen. And so for example, you were asking about pre-opening products. This is a countdown, a pin. It's a limited edition. You can change the day every day to the countdown of the opening. I guess we'll discover tonight when it will be opening. But so from then on, you can use that mini calendar. Okay. So, do you have any more comments, questions? If you want to take photos with some of the products over there for yourself, if you want to wear them, take selfies, whichever way you want to use them, feel free to do so.
Will there be a Disney PhotoPass frame for the meet and greet location?
So yes, there will be a new frame for the meet and greet that will take place just at the back here.
Okay.
Yes, we will have, and also for the rides.
Okay.
So two different ones.
Okay, thank you.
One element I didn't mention, which is also one of our most awaited products, is the clock. So it's exactly the replica of the clock tower that you see outside. And if you can, sorry, it's okay, it's okay. And if you take it in your hand, it's extreme. Go, hold it. Oh, you can feel free. No, it's heavy.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So it's a proper product, collectible. very heavy, a lot of details. It's the exact replica of the tower that you see outside. And obviously we also developed the key, limited edition, the key to the land. So that's very important to us. It's also a good celebration of what's coming. Fans love this. Here you have some of the example of what we'll put in the guest hair to become a part of the Snowflower Festival. So for the food, really the idea, and this is the same for the merchandise, there's been a lot of work done to try to think about what would we eat if we were in Arendelle, all right? Because the whole point of this land is a total immersion into the rides, immersion into the atmosphere, immersion into the merchandise, and immersion into the food experience. And so the team thought about what do you consume in the Nordic countries? Because as you know, probably Frozen is inspired by the Nordic countries. And so the team did a lot of research from a culinary standpoint about what would be the essence of Nordic cuisine. And there are a few things. The first thing, that it's traditional technique. Smoking, fermentation, so some of the technique used in the Nordic countries. The second point is the type of ingredients used. You will find some grains, you will find some salmon, different types of fishes. So really some of the key ingredients, potatoes, that you find in the Nordic countries. And so the idea is to have a cuisine for everyone. Okay, so all of our guests needs to be able to consume what is offered in the quick service restaurant, which is called Nordic Crown Tavern, which is just across the street. You can have a look when we go out. So cuisine for everybody, cuisine that is as inclusive as possible, and I'll talk to you about what does that mean after. And also a cuisine that is like almost if it was family made. Okay. One of the big novelty for Disneyland Paris is the fact that for the first time ever, you'll be able to personalize your dish. How does that work? Is first you choose your base, whether it is quinoa or mash, okay? Then you add some vegetables that are common to all of the dishes, and then you can choose your protein. In protein, you have a choice of meatballs, fish, or vegan balls, okay? And finally, you can choose a sauce. You have either a cranberry sauce or a mustard sauce. So every guest, depending on what their preference, whether they're vegan or not, they can choose to have a dish that is completely tailored to their needs, okay? The other point that is really important for us, I was talking about inclusivity, is the fact that everyone, we work a lot on making sure everybody can consume. So we look a lot into allergies, we look a lot into so lactose, so nothing is cooked in butter or milk, so that it's much more available for lactose intolerant guests. Here you have an overview of what the menus will look like. Obviously, so you have the main dishes. What is important is the kids will eat the same things as the adults. Okay, so they can decide on their own dish. It will be smaller portion, but it's the same principle. The idea is the family eats together and they eat the same thing. And then you have a few dessert options that you can see here. We have ice cream. We have a tutti frutti ice cream, which is the blue ice cream. We have a cake with the snowflake that is very iconic, and then here you can see the desserts a little bit better. A few fun facts about the team that put this together. They had to go through the tasting of 30 different mashed potatoes just to see and to have the results that is to the liking that we wanted. And also the team completely relooked at the movies to see what is being eaten and consumed in the movie and to try to inspire the menus. So basically what is being consumed in the movies is some of the ingredients that you see here.
No.
Yeah.
Hear me all right? All good? Welcome. I'm really happy to be here today and to share with you some more insights about the amazing entertainment program we are putting together for World of Frozen. I am Matteo Borghi. I am a show director for entertainment, and my job basically is to imagine, create, and direct all the amazing experiences that will bring the village of Arendelle to life. First of all, let me begin by saying that at the very beginning of developing this entertainment program, what we really wanted is that when our guests will cross the bridge and step into the world of Frozen, they will be totally immersed into the story and caught up in the magical atmosphere of the Frozen movies. And that gets even more exciting because when they will arrive in World of Frozen, a celebration, a one-of-a-kind celebration is happening. It's the Snowflower Festival. We are celebrating the day that Anna saved Elsa and the entire kingdom with an act of true love. And on this occasion, all the village will be decorated. You can see all the lampposts will have beautiful banners. And on this occasion, our guests will have the chance to see, meet, and connect with some of their favorite Arendellians. First of all, they will have the chance to step inside the Arendelle Castle, go through the amazing portrait gallery. We are refining the last details, but I can tell you that it's really, really beautiful. And then meet Queen Anna and Queen Elsa in the royal encounter. It's gonna be a perfect occasion to share a privileged moment with the two sisters, of course take some pictures and have some heartfelt memories to cherish forever. And that's just the beginning. Once they will be out strolling in the village of Arendelle, they will be able to meet Oaken, the iconic tenant of Wandering Oaken trading post and Sona, who will cheer everyone with his infectious hoo-hoo and share a funny moment with everyone. And they also will be able to meet Mossy, the most adorable baby troll. So Mossy normally lives with the other trolls in the mountains, and she will come back in the village of Arendelle, especially for the Snowflower Festival. And she's so eager to meet some new friends. You will see she's absolutely adorable. I love talking with Mossy. And in the village, our guests will also have the chance to meet some villagers dressed in their most beautiful outfit for the occasion, and they will share some stories about what they do, what's their everyday life in Arendelle. And at that moment, it might be the time to gather around the Arendelle Bay. You have just arrived on that side, so you have seen all the Arendelle Bay and how beautiful it is, because there will be several times a day the highlight of the celebration, a celebration in Arendelle. So as I was saying, several times a day, Christoph, Olaf, Anna, Elsa, and the villagers will arrive to celebrate the Snowflower Festival aboard 3 beautiful boats. So just imagine you are over there around the Arendelle Bay, and all of a sudden the music rises, and from afar you will see the first boat with Christoph and Olaf arrive. As you can see here, the first boat is really decorated with the colors of Arendelle. The violet, the green, the crocus flower, and even though Sven is not there because he's not really fond of being on a boat on the water, well, Christoph really wanted to celebrate him as well, so he has created this beautiful reindeer sculpture at the bow of the boat that looks just like his friend Sven. And Olaf, I know that you might have seen Olaf earlier today and see how cute he is. Well, he is in charge of the decoration for the celebration, and he has prepared a surprise for Anna and Elsa. And that is why just after this first boat, you will have a barge decorated also with the colors of Arendelle, with the villagers and the beautiful symbol of the snowflower. You can see here the symbol of the snowflower really represents the bond between Anna and Elsa. You have the sunflower at the center representing summer and warmth and Anna, and the beautiful ice parts that represent Elsa, of course. And the celebration wouldn't be complete without the two main attendees. So the royal sisters Anna and Elsa will arrive to join the celebration in another beautiful boat. You can see here we chose exactly the colors of the snowflower. You have the yellow colors for Anna and the blue nuances for Elsa. So this celebration is going to take place several times a day. And oh, a fun fact about these 3 boats, they are being constructed right now here in France, in the Bassin d'Arcachon, from a very renowned French shipbuilder, Poche Construction Navale. And you will see, of course, during the show, Elsa will operate her magic. We will have sparkles all over the Arundel Bay. We will have fountains, and we have one more surprise. Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, the composers of all the iconic songs of Frozen that you know, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, Let It Go, Into the Unknown, and all the others, well, they have accepted to write a brand new song for this celebration. I am really excited because it has been a dream of a lifetime to work with them, and we will record this new song at the beginning of the year in Abbey Road in London, but I can already tell you the song is amazing. It's everything you want a Frozen song to be. It's festive, it's joyous, and it really represents the Snowflower Festival as we want it, the family, friends, and the sense of union. So here we are. I really cannot wait for our guests to experience all the entertainment we are creating here at Waldorf Frozen.
Angled spin. Please follow me in and take a seat in one of the boats. We're going to try to keep these three at the front clear if possible. We're going to stand. Now, this is a very special place because, of course, our princesses need to enjoy their time off as well, right? They need to go on a royal retreat every now and then. And that is this place. So it's really special that you get to be here today in this beautiful pavilion. Now, you have walked along Disney Adventure Way, and you have seen the architecture there. It, of course, as maybe some other colleagues have explained, borrows architectural styles from the Art Nouveau stream, from the Mediterranean stream, from the Victorian stream, and you can see that reflected here in the interior as well. Now, on top of that, you might find some nods to some of our princesses. One that is particularly dear to me are these beautiful plates that you can see here. You can see that they reference 9 of our princesses. They are designed by graphic designers in collaboration with Walt Disney Animation Studios. And the reason why they are particularly dear to me is because they're produced in the Netherlands. Now, I am from the Netherlands. The company that has produced them is called Royal Delft. Now, that might not say a lot to you, but it does to me because they produce the plates for the royal family in the Netherlands. So it felt particularly appropriate to have them represent our princesses as well. So that's what you see here. And whilst we're waiting for the other groups to settle, here to our right you have the lounge, and behind me you have the restaurant area. So I think we get to go out. So let's enjoy and come to the restaurant. So as your representation of some of our beloved princesses, you can see that they are captured in this unique Art Nouveau style. Now here, in this little passageway, you can see 2 beautiful handmade vases. One represents Mulan, the other one represents Tiana. Now I know you guys are eager to see the view, so let's come over and enjoy the view. Now, like I said before, it doesn't need much explanation, right? If you look outside, you will see the Kingdom of Arendelle. That is quite the regal view. Now, as you make your way here, you can see the tableware that we've designed for the regal view. You can see again, like I explained to you in the very beginning, you can see the Art Nouveau inspired motifs. You can see it both here on the table, and you can see it as well on this table and in the menus. Now, one very unique feature of this restaurant is behind you all. You can see that lovely mural which depicts a variety of our princesses. We worked on it for quite some time. It's quite unique to represent all of the princesses in such a large mural. And you can see, as I explained to you when you guys came into the restaurant, that they are enjoying their royal retreat, their time off. We like to say it's their home away from home. You can see the engraving in the glass, little details, the birds. You can see that there's a variety of nods that represent the princesses embedded in the very interior design of this restaurant. So please come and join me to the lounge area because there's much more exciting stuff to share there as well. Now you might have already seen some leaf patterns throughout the interior design of this restaurant. you will see continuation of that in the lounge area. In fact, it is actually inspired by the artist Ivan Burrow, which you might be familiar with. So you can see in the very design of the wallpaper a nod back to his background paintings of Sleeping Beauty. The square-shaped canopies might be quite familiar to you guys. So we feel that that created a very unique look for the interior of this lounge. Now, of course, I can go on and on to explain to you how this design was established. But I'm pretty sure you're really excited to know more about the details of what the restaurant has to offer. So for that reason, I would like to hand it over to Cecilia.
Hello everyone, I'm Cecilia Curry, I'm the Food and Beverage Product Director, and with my team of chefs and barman, we are the ones who develop the culinary adventure that you are going to come with me today. So, for this adventure, we designed an immersive immersion of our guests into our stories and into our products. So, how did we design this offer? Because we already have a park, it already exists, so we had 4 pillars when we decided to develop the offer. The first one is uniqueness. So we will be able to have the product only here in this location. The second one, and maybe it's the most important one, is that we design an offer that is full of flavor. So we want to transport the taste bud of our guests into our stories. The third one is Instagrammable. We can see now that all the guests, they start to eat with their phones, with their eyes. So we want to have a wow effect and people take pictures with them and have fun after sharing it. And the fourth one, which is very important for us, is inclusive. So we design an offer that can fit every hunger, every meal specific. So we have vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free offer, so everyone can have a seat at the table. So, to deep dive a bit in the offer, I will start with the Regal View restaurant and lounge where we are today. So we are here in the lounge. So it's the first lounge of the park. And for this, we take great pleasure in developing a special offer. So we are in Paris, so we designed a champagne bar. And with champagne, we also had the idea to develop a Kir Royal. And a Kir Royal, it's very French, it's champagne with liquor. And we got inspiration from the spirit, from the character of the princess. We also have, of course, cocktails and signature cocktails that are inspired by the 4 seasons. And guests will be able to enjoy some snacks while they drink their moving to the restaurant that you just discovered. So the chefs develop an offer that is bold, inventive, fusing the technical techniques and flavors from around the world. And I will be able to elaborate a bit more about the recipes a bit later. This will be a character dining, so our guests will be able to enjoy the product while having the visits of the princesses, because here is the summer residence of our princesses, and we designed this offer like a reminiscence of where they are coming from, so they can feel like comforted when they are here on their royal retreat. Around the lake, we'll have 14 dining locations and that's very diverse. So we'll have 2 open-air restaurants with each of them have a covered terrace of 50 seats where we can enjoy either a bread bowl, so mixing this great product from New York with a French spin, with French onion soup or a Caesar salad for summer, for example. We will also have hot dogs. We know it's a fan favorite, but with a new twist with a curry bread and some crunchy toppings. We'll have some dessert, of course. We'll have New York rolls, cinnamon rolls, signature hot beverages, and for the first time here, we'll have a cocktail on tap so that visitors can take cocktail with them while they are visiting the lake. Because the lake is so huge, well, we felt that maybe guests will feel hungry, so we'll have food offered just around the lake. We'll have food kiosks, food trailers, where they will be able to discover either a hash brown loaded with indulgent topping like pastrami, roasted chicken or guacamole. We'll have also ice cream in the shape of princesses and some crispy cone with fresh fruits and whipped cream and crispy toppings inspired by the companions of our so beloved princesses. Maybe you're a bit hungry, so I'm going to show you now a sneak peek of what we started to develop. All the offers are not ready yet, but for you, we were able to prepare some products. So I will start with the Regal View. So the Regal View is really like a location for families and friends. So we'll have an adult menu, but also a kids menu. And here you can see it's a starter for kids. It's like a Russian salad with pastrami. You can see how cute it is, like you have been walking in the forest and pick up some mushrooms and some herbs. Here moving to with vegetables and mashed potatoes and raisins and with flavors from with spices from Middle East. And because we love dessert with France, so we decided to showcase 2 desserts here. First, what I love to call the Regal Book. It's not the actual name, but it's the book from the Regal View to tell the story of our princesses. And here you can see a passion fruit shell on the shores. If you are moving around the bank, you can see like an example of our Kir Royal, so our champagne cocktails. And moving a bit, so we'll be offering this souvenir champagne glass, so that we will sell around the lake. So you can have the glass, with champagne on it, take a picture and bring it back home with you. And here are some examples of what you can have while walking around the lake. So here is an example of one of the bread bowls. This one is vegan. Here you've got the loaded hash brown with all the toppings, that's vegan too. And finally, a bit like a masterpiece, this Tiana princess made with puff pastries and ice cream. So that's it for me now. So if you have any question for me and Bowie, we'll be more than happy to answer them. Yes?
Which locations are these 3 items at?
So this location will be in the food kiosk that are right after the Regal View. And the bread bowl will be in La Terrasse Panoramique, which is right there. What is that? Oh, right there.
Yes.
Too many locations.
Thank you.
So maybe that is completely hand painted, that we specifically created for the Regal View Restaurant and Lounge that represent the psychics of our princesses. Now you see that everything that we've done here is embedded in that same language that you see on the exterior, and you can also see in the interior design of this restaurant. But even within that, we have some Easter eggs for those of you who look closely. So for example, I'll note one to you guys. Here is Marie's hoop, for example, and the Art Nouveau border that creates the border of this artwork. So you will find various layers throughout this restaurant that add nods to our princesses.
Okay, I did this test with the previous group. Who's this? Don't say Pocahontas, honestly. So in this image, you can get already an idea. So this is, these are what we call them ducks. Okay, so we have developed with Dronizus. Dronizus is our official technology partner. You can go around, huh? Go around. There's no, go on. Get the best view. Go on. You can always come back for your headset. It's all right. So we've had quite a bit of experience with drones over the last 3 or 4 years. And we know that weather affects them. So we were very, how do we say, we were very pushy with our friends Dronizus, and we got them to create a new drone. This drone was built to do drone shows. It's lighter, it's faster, it's much more precise. It can fly through fountains, water screens, all sorts of stuff, and it can do some really interesting things. We have done many, many drone shows, as you know. And when you see a drone show, you generally see it up high and far away. We said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something completely different. We're going to fly up close and personal, so they're going to be really low, so they're really part of the show, and that you also, the guests, get to see it up close. So there's parts of the show where the drones are flying 20 meters from the guests, like there. That sort of height, 20 meters from the guests. So we have the show. It's all about making it almost like a theater. You feel somewhat that you're inside, even though you're outside. So we've got a kit of over 240 lights installed on the poles, on the barges, everywhere. 200, it's a cascade of lights, you know. The name says it all, right? We keep going, right? And we have Mulan, so she also obviously has her story. This is not Pocahontas for that person who tried the last time. And then we all love this one. Is it? No kill? No. Okay, I think that's it. And there's one more. And we all know that one, right? You're all Disney fans, I hope. So next is going to be the time lapse, okay? You ready? So over there we have a bridge. That bridge swings open and all of the barges will come out and they drive through the canal, being pushed by electric tugboats, which are being designed and developed for this show. They're totally unique. So everything comes out in total silence pretty much. The only sound you hear is the water being pushed by the barges. This setup is going to happen 2 hours prior to the show, so that during the day, obviously, the bay looks like it does now. And then it all connects, and then we will do the show. There is the show. Look, quick, film it. No, sorry. And then after the show, after the afterglow, so the show is about 16 minutes long, and then once we finish the show, we break it all apart, and then it goes backstage and it goes to the marina. So the marina is basically behind here. I'm sure you've all looked at the footages people have been posting with their airplanes. There's a lot of people who are watching as well. We've been doing this stuff. Okay, so this is the central barge. Okay, this barge is 14 meters by 14 meters. It's got obviously trusses. So the location, we can't, the whole location, the lake, everything is the actual safety zone for the show. It's not like the castle park where the fireworks is behind the castle. So all that area is clear of guests. We have to make sure that this show works without moving anybody. So the show happens no matter what, no matter where you are, specifically in the different areas around the park. So we have 279 of these drones, which will take off from the middle of the barge. They'll fly up, and then they do their magic in the sky, and then they'll come back and they'll land there, and then that's when the show is over, and then they'll drive away. The drones can fly in winds of up to 30, maybe a little 36 kilometers an hour, I believe. They have an autonomy of about 30 minutes. They can do all sorts of crazy stuff. So there you go. I'll keep going with that. So there's pyro. We had to raise the pyro up high because we were limited with safety distance. So we put different product. We bring it up high. We give it the height, but we still keep the safety distance that goes with that. Then we have 4 of these barges, which are all identical. They all have video projectors. They each have a water screen on it, which is 18 meters by 9 meters, where we project the media onto that. So the media for the show was drawn specifically for the show. It wasn't taken from anywhere else. The show does not exist anywhere else. Pyro, moving head, fountains, more light fixtures. There you go. And then yeah, there it is. That's the full kit when it's installed. Take pictures. There's a few Easter eggs. That's been there long enough. Right, now a little video. This is the making of. So this is how the drones are programmed. These are the ducks. These are our early tests that we did. These are with 100 of these floating on the surface. So they're synchronized with the drones in the sky. They all run on the same system. So we've got drones in the sky and drones on the surface. And those drones on the surface, they do lights, but they do other tricks as well. So there's lots of fun to come. So the pyro, like I said, is designed for close proximity, maximum effect. This is inspiration. This is what we call inspiration. This image in the sky. All the lights that you can imagine. 240, that's a lot of lights. Way more than the other part. Not that there's a competition at all. We've got 16 flamethrowers. And as you can see, the drones, they live up there. I don't know if anyone caught what that was. All the marble fans now. Ooh. We're not finished. We're still not finished. We still got lots of work to do. Iconic image. It's really impressive to see yourself in live when that ray comes out of the water. It's just nuts. It looks really high, but it's not. It's really, really low. They're like, top height is 45 meters. The highest point of a drone is 45 meters. On the castle, it's 120 meters. They don't even fly at 445 meters low. They don't even go that low. There you go.